Good morning, children. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Okay, today I am before you with a new topic which is a part of our Communication and Life Skills Lab 310P. So, earlier we have discussed about life skills like attitude, isn't it? And also, I think we have discussed goal setting also. Now, today I am here before you with a new topic which is something about time. You know, the importance of time, isn't it? And you all know that we have to tame our time, isn't it? Because achievers think in terms of seconds and minutes, and non achievers they think in terms of hours and days. So, before introducing about our topic, let me first discuss something about the time. Now, I bet we all have said at some point in our life that I wish I had more time, isn't it? Did you say any time? I don't know whether you have said any time or not, but really, I always think about that. I wish I had more time. What if we had at least 28 hours or 30 hours in a day? What we do with those one or two extras? I don't know, but yes, I need them. I wish I had more time, and hope you also wish you had more time. You wish at some point in your life, isn't it? So now, something we shall discuss today about how to manage our time. And let me tell you that there are myths about time, really. Now, moving to the next slide, let me first announce today's topic. It's time management. Today we are going to discuss about time management. This is the most familiar word to you, isn't it? Many times I often use it in our class, and you know well about what is meant by time management. The name itself, and then the word here management is nothing but managing the time, managing our time effectively. We call it as time management. You are not kids, you know this is because this is a very familiar word. Time management is nothing but managing our time. Look at the slide. Look at the slide once, have a glance. Here, they are trying to run after the time, manage their time. They are very busy. They have their own priorities, isn't it? They are prioritizing their work. Okay, so our topic today is time management. Now, the objectives. Always we discuss about the objectives to be discussed. Objectives are to be discussed before introducing the lesson. Any lesson, it will have some objectives, and at the end of the unit the student will be you will be able to learn to plan a day wise timetable. I assure that by the end of today's lesson, I'm damn sure that you will learn to plan a day wise timetable, and you will also learn the importance of the time management, and you will learn the priorities of the life and career, and you will also learn to separate the important and unimportant things, because I will discuss about what are important things, what are unimportant things, what things need to be prioritized, and what things are to be avoided or ignored, so that you can effectively manage your time. Followed? Okay, this is all about the objectives of this particular unit. And coming to our topic, okay, so now what is time management? Before discussing the definition of that, let me share with you some myths about time management. So there are some myths. First one I can say, is there anything called time management actually? Do you think is there anything called time management, so-called time management? So if we frankly speak, the answer is no, because whenever we waste time, what are we wasting? We are wasting our lives. It's not our time we are wasting, but we are wasting our lives. So most people don't waste time. They waste their lives. Do you agree with me? So time management cannot be said as time management, but it's only a name given to life management, because whenever we waste some time, in the sense we are wasting our life. So that is a myth. You actually think that it's wasting your time, but no, the thing is you are wasting your life. Okay, then another myth, let me share with you. We keep hearing time comes and goes away, And also we say, there's a quote also, time and tide waits for no man. Again, it's not true. Because why? Because time is eternal. We come and go away. Time comes and goes away, something wrong. Because time is eternal, but we come and go away. Now followed. And time wasted is nothing but life wasted. Isn't it? Followed? Money can be used or abused, invested or spent, but invested money, it gives return, but spent money is lost forever. Similarly, the same thing happens in the case of time also. Time can be either you can invest it or you can spend it. And if we waste time, time will waste us. Remember, if we waste time, time will certainly waste us. Followed now? Okay. This is all about time. Now coming to time management. What is the actual definition? What can be said as time management? Look at the slide here. Time management, it's the ability to use one's time effectively or productively. Everyone can use their time, but the thing is, we have to make use of our time effectively, as well as it should be something productive work, isn't it? Time management skills help you manage your time so that you can take care of your responsibilities and still spend as much time as you want on the things you enjoy doing. Followed the last sentence? What's the last sentence there? If at all, if you learn to, it's a skill, it's a life skill, managing your time or how to manage your time. That also is a skill. And if at all, if you learn that particular skill, then you can manage your time as well as you can take care of your responsibilities, and also still you can spend time as much as you want. At the same time, you also can find some time doing things which you really enjoy doing. Followed? There will be certain your hobbies which we call. Whenever we find some free time, we tend to do a work. And while doing that work, we entertain ourselves, we recreate ourselves, and we feel very happy. We enjoy doing some works. So some works which we tend to do whenever we find some time, those are nothing but hobbies because you love to do them. You tend to do them. You prefer to do them. Isn't it? So, if at all, if you learn this particular skill called time management, certainly you will find time to you will be able to manage your time, and you will find enough time so that you can take care of all of your responsibilities simultaneously, as well as still you can find as much as time as you can. And also then that time, leftover time, you can manage to do the works or things you actually love doing or enjoy doing. Followed now? I hope I have explained it in detail. So that is what we call it as time management. Okay. Now we shall continue this slide. Here, moving to our next slide. So what are the different aspects? We have some 5 main aspects of time management. To speak frankly, the 5 main aspects are, the first one can be said as planning and goal setting. Always there should be perfect planning. If you fail to plan, it's your plan to fail. Earlier I told you in my previous class also, in goal setting also. Again I'm repeating. If at all, if you fail to plan, it's nothing but it was your plan to fail. Anyway you wanted to fail. That's why you have never made an effective plan. That's why we should have a perfect planning and goal setting. It's an important aspect of time management. And second thing is managing yourself in all ways, okay? And dealing with other people also. And your time. And getting results. So these all 5 things are 5 main aspects of time management. Okay, now moving to our next slide. Again, it is a definition. It's all about time management only. So what are involved in time management? Time management involves knowing our goals, deciding on our priorities, and anticipating future needs and making possible changes also. When some change is inevitable, then you have to make possible. Okay, you have to do some changes. So make them possible. Making changes also should be made possible by you. Followed. So time management involves knowing our goals, deciding on our priorities, anticipating future needs, and making possible changes. So these all are involved in time management. Now coming to the next slide. Everyone has 24 hours in a day, isn't it? Whether you are rich or poor or whoever you are or whatever it may be. But everyone has got the same 24 hours in a day. Followed? Anyone among you have got more? No, no one. You can't, you can never, that never happens. Okay. So everyone has got the same 24 hours in a day. Followed? It's a fact. It's a fact. We have to accept that fact. So now, I would hear people say, sometimes, I'll be there in a minute. So when we ask our friend to wait for us somewhere at the bus stand or somewhere, then we hear people saying, or we will be saying to our friends that I'll be there in a minute, why don't you wait, or wait a minute, we say, isn't it? So when they didn't mean a minute. They were actually talking about either it may be 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes, but not a minute or even longer. So a minute, saying a minute was just a figure of speech, something that we all took for granted. But actually, it's not a minute. It will be certainly more than a minute, isn't it? But as we grow older now, even I myself, speaking about myself also, I realized that great things can come in small packages. And I realized that a minute was not only vital, but that it was a starting point of all success, we must be mindful of the fact that just as pennies create, one makes much money, we say money, in turn that word has one, the word one, money, money, we see one. So one rupee can make much money. So the difference is that now similarly, just as pennies create dollars, or minutes also create hours. It's a fact. We should be mindful of that fact. And the difference is that if you throw away your pennies, you have the capability to make more. Then again, one fine day you can make more. As many as you want, you can make. But your time is not the same. It's not the same. You have a limit on that time. Because we have only 24 hours. We have a limit on the time you have on this earth. A limit on the number of minutes that you have to live. And you must therefore be very mindful of time. And you have to be more respectful of the minutes that make the hours, that make the days, that make the months, and that ultimately make the years, isn't it? So once lost, that minute cannot be recaptured. Everyone know the fact. So what you do with your minutes will ultimately determine what you do with your life, isn't it? So in fact, time is one of the few commodities on this earth that is equally distributed, where no one person has an advantage over another. Everybody has got the same 24 hours. We all have the same 24 hours, isn't it? Each day, that is 1440 minutes. So no one is given an hour more or an hour less. No one. Okay? No one is given. So everyone has got the 24 hours and there is absolutely nothing anyone can do. You cannot add more time, isn't it? So it does not matter how much money you have or how much influence you command. Even the richest of the rich also and the poorest of the poor also, they have the same amount of time. Whoever it is, whatever it is, but they have the same time. Now, but the only key is that what they do with the time they are given. Everyone is given the same time, but what they do with the time they are given. Now, if we think of time in relation to water also, if we compare it to water, we can see that most of us, we do not really think about a single drop. But when that single drop is connected with more single drops, then they become a raging river, isn't it? So, they may become even one of the most powerful forces on the earth also. The same is true for minutes also. So, singularly, they are not highly considered, but in each minute, there is a potential for greatness. And when these minutes are harnessed and they are wisely used, then they too generate some great power. So, it only will take a minute to change your life. Agreed? It will just take a minute to change your life. And that minute, we can say it as a magnificent minute. So now, that particular minute can be said as a magnificent motivational minute even. Now, so today's step for success is that we must see every day, we have to see every day as an opportunity. So that demands that we give our all. So we have to do our best in that particular day. Every day we see, we should feel that it is a new opportunity for us and we have to try to do our best. So we must see that success only as our destination. we must see success not only as a destination sometimes, but we have to see it as a journey. And that journey, because that journey, our life journey is constantly filled with some adventures, some challenges. And if we are willing to meet those challenges, then we can live life to the fullest. Followed. So remember that all things are possible if you can just believe. The only thing you are supposed to do is you have to believe. And if at all, if you believe in yourself, then all things will be possible, isn't it? So you could act on your life, or life would simply act on you. If you don't act on your life, then simply life will act on anyone, not only you. So now let me tell you about that motivational minute, because it only will take just a minute. And we have just a minute also. Earlier, just a minute is speaking about for a minute, speaking for a minute without any repetition, without hesitation about a topic that we have an activity even. So similarly, just a minute, we can say it is a motivational minute, and that will certainly change your life. Okay, so now my primary objective of presenting this particular topic, life skill, is because so that you will have a new mindset. It will create a new mindset, and it will increase your determination. It will create, if at all, if you are not determined to do anything, then it will create some new determination in you, and it will motivate you so that you can take some action. If that occurs, then you will have started the process of changing your life. If at all, if you are motivated by now, then certainly you have already started the process of changing your life. No doubt, obviously. Okay. So the transformation process from what you are to what you can be. Okay, followed now. The transformation is in between what earlier you were something. So the transformation process is from what you are to what you can be. So 1 minute, that a mind once, if you fix at something, so a mind once stretched by new ideas, it can never return to its original position. So every minute is a gift, and that minute is a gift which is packed with some power. And every minute you believe, every minute has the potential to change your life. So if at all, if you use it wisely, every minute can become a gift for you, because it's already packed with power, and it has the potential to change your life. Followed. So now, because so that you have to seize the day, because life is very uncertain. Life is very unpredictable. Therefore, we should not only seize the day, but we should also seize the moment. Every moment we have to seize, because life is uncertain, it's unpredictable, and we have to try to seize every moment as if we are going to die tomorrow. Followed. So that should be our intention. Followed. Now, so everyone, I hope you understood what is meant by everyone has 24 hours in a day. And every minute is very important, isn't it? Okay. Now moving to our next slide. Every day God transfers 24 precious hours into your life bank account. If you use or not, they won't add for the next day. Just now I told you, isn't it? Okay. So today we want to talk about the importance of that single minute. So you are investing. Now you are investing right now. You are investing listening to my class, isn't it? It may not seem like a big deal. But of course, let me tell you, it's a major deal. It's a big deal, because a minute is a starting point of building your dreams. From a great minute comes a great hour. And from a great hour comes a great day. And from a great day comes a great week. Then a great month. Then a great year. And from there only you can be the architect of your great lifetime. And it starts with what? It starts with that single magnificent minute, magical minute. Okay. So that's why we must cherish every minute, and we have to use all our minutes very wisely. So once a famous philosopher, he said, Dr. Benjamin Macy said, I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it, and forced upon me, and I can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it, Just a tiny little minute, but an eternity is in it. Okay, followed? Shall I repeat it? I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it, forced upon me, can't refuse it, didn't seek it. Does everyone seek any minute? No, it will be forced upon us and we can't refuse it, but we have to use it. Didn't choose it, but it's upon me, up to me to use it. And I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it. So just a tiny little minute, but an eternity is in it. So students, use your minutes wisely. My intention is you have to use your minutes wisely. Isn't it? Time is moving. Are you moving? No, time is moving. Because time waits for no one. It moves on. It keeps on moving on. So it does not stop for anything. It does not stop for anybody. So it doesn't matter how much money you have, how much power you have, or how much prestige you have. Time keeps on moving on. Therefore, you have got to respect time. We have to use it wisely because time doesn't care who you are. Does it care who you are? No. For you, the same 24 hours. For me, the same 24 hours. It doesn't care who you are, whether it is a PM or a Modi or president or whoever, a celebrity. But he doesn't care who you are. Time is the great equalizer. Great equalizer, isn't it? From its standpoint, everybody is equal. It gives the same dividend to the rich as to the poor, just as our COVID. Okay. So to the powerful as to the weak, to the big as to the small. Everybody has got the same amount of time, 24 hours, not 1 minute more. So the key to success now is, it's not the time you have. What is the key to success? Because you have only got the 24 hours, the 40 minutes for each day. The key is what you do with the time you have. How do you use your time? Do you use it wisely? Or do you squander your precious minutes? They are very precious, isn't it? You cannot get them back. Okay. So what we do today is very important because we are paying a day of our life for it, isn't it? We are paying a day of our life. And what we accomplish must be worthwhile because the price is very high, isn't it? The price is very high. So that is the point you have to remember. Now moving to our next slide. Clock makes a sound as tick tick, but listen carefully. It's not tick tick, it's quick. Be quick. Follow? It's something rhyming. Clock makes a sound as tick tick, but listen carefully. It's not tick tick, it's quick. Okay. So we have to make our minutes work for us. We have to make our minutes work for us. Then only we can succeed in our life. And so many people, think about the idea for so long that they are caught up in the paralysis of analysis. They debate it for so long that nothing actually gets done. But the minute you decide and take action is the minute you actually change your life. Okay. If you think of changing yourself, then that will become that minute. The minute that this generation conquers fear, then that is a minute that the battle is won. In the sense, you are about to change yourself or make use of your time effectively. And that minute we make the decision and we move on that decision, that is the minute we change our life. So you have to make an initiation. So you have got to have a dream and then work in that way. Okay, so now moving to our next slide. Meaning of time management. The ability to use one's time effectively or productively, especially at work. Especially where? At work. Okay, so because you are ought to do something incredible. And to do the incredible, you must first dream the impossible. Isn't it? If you want to do the incredible, you must dream the impossible. Then you must get motivated and you can make it happen one fine day. And the only thing you have to do is you have to conceive it, you have to believe it, and finally you can achieve it. So if at all a minute, if effectively used, that will inform, that will inspire you, that will educate you, that will motivate you, and that minute can change your life. And in short, to say that to motivate you is to help you understand that if you can conceive it and if you can believe it, then certainly you can achieve it. So it was the power of dream. Now if you have a dream and if you have made a decision to follow that dream, then certainly you can achieve it. Okay. So not failure but low aim is sin, and you have to aim at something. So failure is not a sin, but if you aim at something low, then that actually becomes a sin. So you have to aim at something, learn to manage your time effectively, and certainly if you use your time wisely each and every minute, then you can become successful. You can achieve your everything. But one thing is, you have to believe yourself, then everything will happen. Okay. So now moving to our next slide. So why should we learn to manage our time? Just now I told you, if we want to become successful, we have to, so that we can find enough time to do our tasks. Then that's the reason we have to manage our time, isn't it? Because time wasted is life wasted. Next, moving to our next slide. Effective time management. What are the advantages? We can get more done. We can gain control over our life. Okay, and we can add time to our daily life, and we can reduce stress also. We can reduce stress. Okay, moving to our next slide. So get more done. More work can be done if time is managed effectively. Now next, we can gain control over our life. Okay, because life will simply act on you, but you have to act on the life instead. Otherwise, simply life will act upon you. Okay, now look at this slide. So you have to add time to your daily life. This can happen only if you manage your time. Moving to our next slide. So to reduce stress, certainly we have to manage our time. He's stressful. See, looking at the picture, we can see that he's under stress. And to avoid stress, to manage stress, what they do? Either they smoke, or they drink, and they choose all the negative ways of managing the stress instead of managing the stress in a positive way, like doing meditation or yoga or listening to music, talking to friends. Then to reduce the stress, and most of the people, they tend to certain ways which are all the negative ways of managing stress, and finally they collapse, isn't it? Okay, moving to our next slide. To have more control over our job responsibilities, we have to manage our time. Earlier I told you, we have to manage our responsibilities. Simultaneously we should find some time so that we can do some works which we actually enjoy doing, isn't it? Okay, moving to our next slide. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Just now, either life acts upon you or you act upon your life. So you run the day or the day runs you. So you have to run the day. It's not the day which runs you. Follow? So moving to our next slide. How to use the time effectively? We discussed a lot. So effective planning should be there. We have to setting goals and objectives, and setting some deadline. Unless you set a deadline, you can't effectively manage your time. And delegation of responsibilities, they should be assigned to different persons. If at all, it should be completed in time. Okay, prioritizing of activities as per their importance, and spending the right time on the right activity. So that's very important. You have to spend the right time on the right activity. If not, you will fail to manage your time. Now moving to the next slide. Divide your programs into 4 parts. You have to divide your programs into 4 parts. What are the 4 parts? Important and urgent works. This we say it as time quadrant. Important and urgent. And second is important but not urgent. And third is urgent but not important. And fourth, not important and not urgent. So accordingly, we have to prioritize what should be done first, what should be done next, or what should be done at the end. We have to be very cautious about that, So let me tell you about a demo. Let me explain you a demo. You might have seen it in YouTube or somewhere in WhatsApp, this video. So it's not so let me discuss about that. A demonstration done by a teacher. Once a teacher, he demonstrated some example. He had 4 items with him. So he had some big stones, some small pebbles, some sand, and some water. So he took a jar with a wide mouth, and he asked the students to fit in all the 4 items in it. So no one was able to fit in all the 4 things together. So then the teacher, he took over and demonstrated how it should have been done. Then he put what he has done, what he did. He put the big stones first. Then he poured some small pebbles into the jar, and those occupied the space between the small stones. And next he poured some sand that trickled down the stones and found some space and found its own space. Then later, at last, he drizzled the water into the jar that easily seeped through the items. So a little sand was left on the side. Then the teacher said, I realize a little sand did not fit in the jar, but that doesn't matter. Followed? So he could successfully fit all the big stones, the small pebbles, the sand and water. Only except a little sand was left in his hand. Okay. So here that little sand represents the little petty things in the life. So things that we can do away with that really don't matter. Some petty things like some petty things like video games. Even if you don't play, nothing happens. Okay, being mad at people or mental tasks like that. If you don't have time for them, who cares? The small pebbles, and coming to the small pebbles, they are the smaller priorities, things that matter but are not necessarily important, and things that can wait, such as our daily chores or hobbies or social do's and some socializing with some people who are not really important. Okay, etc. And coming to the big stones, they are the foundations of our lives. So the things that are really important, that matter the most, and that give us some fulfillment and some happiness. And these are the things that money cannot buy, such as values, health, family, relationships, and work-life balance, continuous learning, things that we love, causes that we fight for. Okay, so these are some important foundations of our lives, some important things which matter the most, isn't it? So when the teacher was done, then the student asked, what does the water represent? So now the teacher replied, no matter how full the jar appears, there's always room for more. So if we lose time, what we have to learn from this demo is, if we lose time doing things that don't matter, then we will not be left with time for the things that do matter. Here the things that do matter are all the important things which are ought to be done. So if we simply waste our time, lose time doing things that don't matter at all, then we don't find time for the things that actually should be done or that do matter. Okay. So now 4 things never come back, What are the 4 things? Remember, a lost opportunity, again you can't regain it. And a spoken word, you can't take it back. A fired bullet never comes back. And wasted moment also. So the 4 things that never come back are a lost opportunity, a spoken word, a fired bullet, and a wasted moment. These never come back again. Remember, never they come back again. So you have to be very cautious while prioritizing your works. Now this is again the next slide. Important and urgent should be done first. Important but not urgent. Urgent but not important, and not important and not urgent, you need not do them. Okay. Now moving to the next slide. So when should you do some works? Okay. So when some work should be done. Here the option choice is today, either you can do them today or tomorrow, or never they can be done. Never you will do them. So always remember, you have to do things when you can do them today. Why to procrastinate? You need not procrastinate. You have to do them today only. Isn't it? So look here. Because we waste a lot of time. So we shouldn't procrastinate some things which are supposed to be done that particular day only. Because you can avoid stress, you can make things done very successfully, or task will be completed and you will be relaxed. You can get some mental peace if works are completed. Okay. So one of the major time wasters is procrastination only. Procrastination, it is nothing but it's postponing the things to be done. Procrastination, it steals time, it destroys your initiative, and it sometimes even ruins lives also. So unjustified postponement, we call it as procrastination. Justified. So unjustified in the sense not doing what is important, that which could be done, that which should be done, and that something which is ought to be done, that we don't do, and that we postpone, and that we say it as unjustified postponement and nothing but procrastination. Followed? And why do people actually procrastinate? Because a major cause is why people procrastinate is because of their escapist behavior. They don't have the courage to face any particular situation or some work, and they keep postponing. So the more they keep postponing, the higher the price tag, the greater the loss will be there. So there may be various reasons are there for postponing things, for procrastinating things. So their behavior which is irresponsible, their lack of focus, their lack of prioritizing the work, and what is easy they do first rather than what is important. And they don't have some decision making skill, like they, because of their indecisive behavior, that might be also a reason for procrastination. And they have a phobia that they may fail to do that particular work, so fear of failure also might be one of the reason. And they get depressed and they get demotivated, they start doing that work again, they quit it, they quit doing that work, and they don't look forward into their life, towards their life, so nothing. And also fatigue may be a reason. And sometimes they approach towards that particular task casually, they don't take it that serious, so they don't give importance to any essential thing. And laziness also might be another reason, isn't it? Another reason, it could be another reason. And inertia, so big obstacle is inertia, not getting started. Disinterest, so disinterest in doing some particular certain task. So this indecision, this procrastination, so really they steal some our time, they drain our energy, and sometimes they ruin our lives also. Most people don't realize that the energy required to procrastinate is much greater than the energy required to do the job. Even to procrastinate only you need much energy. So whenever any decision is delayed, then that can reduce the productivity. And when we procrastinate, when we are really doing what we are really doing, if we procrastinate, then so actually it should be done in time. So completing work energizes us. Whereas if you leave some work like that incomplete, it drains our energy. Again, I repeat, completing work energizes us, whereas leaving work incomplete, it drains our energy. We think that we save our energy postponing some work, but no, actually, it drains our energy. Followed? It will be draining our energy. So now, because never we have to leave, never leave till tomorrow, which you can do today. Earlier I told you. So when we have to do, look at the slide, today we have to do, because never leave till tomorrow, which you can do today. It's a famous quote popular quote by Benjamin Franklin. Because the saddest words in life are, it might have been like that, I should have done that, I could have done that, I wish I had done that, if only I had given a little extra time, I could have done that. So these are all the words. So just if you procrastinate, and simply you will be thinking like that. So that negative habit you have to do, and never leave till tomorrow anything that can be done today. Followed? Okay. Now looking our next slide. Manage the important and urgent programs. They must be related to the progress of your career or job. So first, if any work is important and urgent, that should be attended first. Okay. Now move to the next slide. Moving to the next slide. Don't bother about important but not urgent works. You can do these works in your free time. Followed. Next. Don't think about urgent but not important. They can steal your valuable time. So you can delegate your assistance such works like which are urgent but not important. Moving to the next slide. Don't give any time to not important and not urgent works. They spoil our career and life. So we have to be alert about the things which are not important and not urgent. Better ignore them or avoid them. If you find some free time, then you can do them. Now here is some tips about time management. Look, set goals correctly. Second tip is prioritize wisely your work. Then set a time limit and take breaks between tasks again, so that you will be recharged. Okay. And organize yourself and remove non-essential tasks. And you have to plan ahead. If you follow these tips of time management, and so that you can effectively manage your time. Certainly you can manage your time. Now moving to our next slide, productivity. It's all about productivity. Being busy is different from being productive. We can engage our day totally. Doing some work, we can be busy, isn't it? But that is different from being productive. You can be busy, but you have to do some productive work continuously throughout, so that it will give a fruitful result. Okay. Then moving to the next slide. Never you have to use some words. Some words like, no, I'm not sure. Okay, someday I'll do. In the future or in time. One day, later, never, next week, some another day. Perhaps, not yet I have done it. So these words are some words which are supposed to be avoided. You have to avoid these words. Okay. Next, moving to our next slide. One must work with time and not against it. One must work with time and not against it. It's a famous popular quote by Ursula K. Le Guin. Then moving to our next slide. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. We have discussed it earlier, isn't it? So, time is more valuable than money, and you can get more money, but you cannot get more time, isn't it? It's a fact. So, why is time more precious than money? Because time invested can create money, but money invested cannot create time, isn't it? Time invested can create money, but money invested cannot create time. And money can be borrowed, stolen, or it can be transferred, but time cannot be bought. You can't sell it. It cannot be traded. It cannot be transferred. Money can go and come back, but time cannot. Money can be gifted by someone, but time cannot be. Money fluctuates, but time does not. So we can measure money balance till the last penny we can measure it, but time balance cannot be measured. Nobody knows how much time balance we are left with, isn't it? So time teaches us value of life, and life teaches us the value of time. Again I repeat, time teaches us the value of life, and life teaches us the value of time. Followed? Okay. So time is more valuable than money. Now, time is equal to life. Therefore, waste your time and waste of your life. Or master your time and master. If you waste your time, it's nothing but wasting your life. If you master your time, there's nothing but mastering your life. Isn't it? So here, let me tell you, so what is the value of time? Some anonymous, he has written in the form of some poem. It's not a poem, some statements. To realize the value of time, to realize the value of 1 year, you ask a student who failed a grade. And to realize the value of 1 month, you ask a mother who gave birth to a premature baby. Because she'll be brooding, she'll be thinking, after 1 month I should have delivered. So she knows the value of 1 month. And a student who failed a grade, he'll know the value of 1 year. And to realize the value of 1 day, ask the person who was born on 29th February, because once in 4 years he'll be getting that. And to realize the value of 1 hour, ask a person who waited for his lover. Okay. Then to realize the value of 1 minute, ask a person who missed a train. And to realize the value of 1 millisecond, ask the person who won a silver medal in the Olympics. Because of that 1 millisecond, he will be missing the gold and he'll be getting silver, isn't it? He missed the gold. So that value of 1 millisecond is well known by a person who have participated in the Olympics, isn't it? So such is the value of time. It was told by someone anonymous. Now moving to the next slide. So the bad news is that time flies, but the good news is that you are the pilot, because you yourself can manage it, isn't it? Okay, moving to our next slide. It's all conclusion. So make better time management a daily habit. Use a log of daily activities to determine how you are spending your time. So create a list of tasks to be accomplished and set your priorities and plan and schedule your time. So do first things first. In the sense, most important and most urgent. They have to be done first, isn't it? Because we waste a lot of time. And all the time wasters, they can be classified into 2 categories. Either they are self-generated within our control, or some are beyond our control. This could be some external, or some because of some unforeseen problem, we will waste our time. So that falls into that category. Isn't it? Self-generated time wasters are only because of our lack of planning, lack of discipline, lack of confidence, and lack of high self-esteem. And some unforeseen is, for example, you are in the middle of the road on the way to office or somewhere, a tree collapses and that led to some traffic jam, and now you are trapped there and you cannot reach your destination, isn't it? So that is because of some beyond our control, something which a time waster which is beyond our control. So so here it happens. You are supposed to procrastinate the work but it is not self-generated. It is something which is beyond our control, justified postponement, isn't it? So you have to prioritize your works, and you have to avoid time wasters. Then you can effectively manage your time. So moving to our next slide, assignment. So how do you manage your time at the time of exams? How do you spend your leisure time? how do you divide your day, what are your priorities while preparing time management table. So you are supposed to submit this assignment by the next Monday, because while writing the answers to these particular questions, you will understand, you will think a while that how you are wasting your time, or whether you are managing your time, and particularly at the time of examinations, how do you manage your time, or sometimes you fail to manage, and then what factors are responsible, what factors made you to that you could you were unable to manage your time. So, what were the reasons for your lack of time management? Those all you will learn. And about your leisure time, I want to know how do you spend your leisure time, and how do you actually divide your day, or what are your priorities while preparing your time management table. Okay, this all I just want to go through your day schedule, isn't it? Okay. So that I can assess you, or I can know how well or effectively you are managing your time. If not, I can suggest you. I have suggested you a lot, but still I have made good and enough suggestions, I feel, but still I can help you out if at all, if you fail to manage your time, isn't it? So now look at this slide. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Let us begin. So we have to begin, because well begun is almost half done. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. So let us begin. Let us begin what? Let us begin with that magnificent and magical minute and change our life, making a brave and good and right decision, isn't it? So that we can effectively manage our time, isn't it? So, isn't it time that we putting off? So, we have to stop procrastinating, because we have to put off that putting off, and we have to make a habit of doing it now. Followed? So, I am sure all achievers wanted to procrastinate, but never they got around to it. When someone says, I will do it one of these days, we can be sure that it means none of these days. So, I will do it one of these days in the sense, it means that none of these days. So if we are waiting for all lights to turn green before we leave home, we can never reach our home safe in time, isn't it? So we have to stop procrastinating, and we have to avoid the time wasters, and we have to effectively manage our time, because wasting our time is nothing but wasting our life. And hope you have enjoyed today's class, and it was all about time management. And okay, still, do you have any queries regarding it? So we have to divide our time. We have to maintain a time quadrant, sort out, prioritize our work, and attend what is important and urgent, and avoid wasting time. And if at all, if you waste your time, it is nothing but wasting your life, because achievers think in terms of seconds and minutes, and non-achievers think in terms of hours and days. So never we should say that I wish I had more time. I began saying I wish I had more time, but we should never say that I wish I had more time. Hope you will effectively manage your time, and hope you have learned much about time management, isn't it? So time teaches us the value of life, and life teaches us the value of time. Hope you have enjoyed today's class, and thank you for your patient listening. And I shall meet you in the next class with a new topic under life skills. Okay, thank you students.